Make a plan to legalise cannabis to the March state election. Police currently have discretion not to charge terminally ill patients using medicinal marijuana, but Labor says fear of prosecution still deters people who could greatly benefit from the drug.
6 days into the job, and Labor's new leader has made the legalisation of cannabis an election issue.
I want to change the law so that those with terminal illness and their loved ones never need fear that they're breaking the law if they're seeking cannabis treatment to relieve pain.
Luke Foley had a captive audience, fourth-year pharmacy students heading to lunch.
It's a hot topic at the moment, just because the issues with some parents, being followed up by police as well when they're using it for their kids.
Semi Isaac's thesis is on the supply chain of the drug, including how parents are obtaining it for their very ill children.
There are people who really, really need it. I guess the sooner it is, the better.
In December, the Premier announced government-funded clinical trials of medicinal cannabis.
And if it does provide relief, well, we need to find a way to get that out and to provide that relief to as many people as possible.
The trials start in 2016, with results due as far as 5 years down the track. Luke Foley says that's too long a wait.
We don't need to bother with trials. There's been plenty of trials overseas.
We have very limited evidence for how cannabis actually works.
Dr David Allsop will be involved in the government's trials.
Let's take childhood epilepsy, for instance. There's actually pretty much no definitive clinical trial data on whether that works or not, but there's a whole sweeping movement of parents who are accessing it illegally.
If Luke Foley gets his way, that would change straight after the March election. Claire Ed, ABC News, Sydney.
A toddler is lucky to be alive after he got caught in a flooded stormwater drain in South Canberra last night.